So, it's been a little bit of a process getting everything swapped to this truck. I got everything swapped fairly quickly, but this weekend was a busy one. Had my son's 3rd birthday party and all that kind of stuff. What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do a little bit of a different type of video. We are trading in our 2023 Oxford White F-150 for a 2026 F-150 LOBO in Argon blue. So at the time of this recording, I don't have the truck yet, but what we're going to do today's video is take off as many of the add-on goodies that I've put onto the truck in my ownership. So the intake, catch can, I can't take the exhaust because it's the side exit past the back tire, whereas the Lobos are dual out the back, so I'll have to get a different one for that. And then I'll probably take off like my side vents here. I have the stock silver ones that were on this when I got it, stuff like that. But anyway, so with that, let's jump into this. Alright, so we've gotten the intake taken out. Got it undone from the throttle body. Got the box all pulled off. Got everything over here on the ground. This is the Corsa Performance intake tube. So it's on this one. We're going to go ahead and put it on the new truck when we get it. But for now, we're going to put this back to stock so we can get rid of it. But next thing on our list is going to be getting our Corsa catch can off of here. So we'll go ahead and get these 2 ports undone. One there, one there. And then we'll go ahead and undo that bolt right there and get this thing out. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back up on a time lapse. Well, let's do it. All right, now that we've got this taken out, we're gonna head back over here. Everything's out of there. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the stock box and install it back on here. I also need to find my stock hoses somewhere in my garage real quick here, so I can put this port back connected to, it's kind of hard to see, but to that port right there. And then like I said, stock intake box back in here, and this will be back to stock. Probably gonna pull this Optima that I threw in here. I kind of just did this as a because I can kind of thing. I didn't ever really need a battery, but I'll probably pull this out. Might as well keep that, right? Give them the stock battery back, and then pull these off. Again, the new truck's gonna be Argon blue, so those don't really help me to take off. I'll probably just leave those alone. We're gonna go ahead and get this topper taken off because it's still pretty much brand new. Might as well utilize that on the new truck. It's my back flip. It's a little dirty, but other than that. And then in the back here. I don't even know what I have back here. I have some work stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take my WeatherTech mat out. We can get that out and clean it. Get that ready for the new truck. And then I might take the wheel well liners. I might just buy new ones. I haven't decided yet. So anyway, all right, well, I'm going to go head down to the basement. You guys aren't going to see all that, but I'm going to run down there, grab the stock box and everything, and then we will be back on a time lapse. See you in a second. Well, I just realized that I didn't record this part, but literally all I did was put the box in, put that bolt in there, slip this underneath. You got to put this little coolant line pressed in that little groove there, and then there's just a breather line on the back right here. Got that on there, so, and then just tighten up the clamp on the throttle body. And then now I found my stock hose for this area over here, so we're just gonna put that on, and then we will get to the battery. So now I will put you back on time lapse. Let's go. All right, boys. I got a little distracted with recording because my kids were out here and my wife came out here, and you know how it goes. Well, we got the intake off, swapped back to OEM. We got the catch can out. I swapped out the Optima. I don't know if I'm going to put the Optima in the Lobo, but either way, I just threw the Motorcraft one back in here for now, for the sale. I'm going to leave the grill. I'm going to leave the black emblems because it's not going to fit on the other truck anyways, and that's just not worth my time. But went ahead and got the black fender vents taken off, swapped out back to these OEM. Got my black lugs and the locking lugs off, so those look good on the new truck. I left these because I think the Lobo, well, I know the Lobo doesn't have the what do you call this? The light, anyway, doesn't have that. And then it doesn't have the puddle lights either, so those wouldn't have worked anyways if I could have them resprayed. But that, and then my stupid self threw away the OEM caps like 2 weeks ago because I was like, I'll never need these again after I kept them for this long. But anyway, I'm gonna get these taken off, probably do that tomorrow. It's getting kind of dark, but put those on the new truck. Got the inside cleaned out for the most part. I really wish I could swap over to leather, but it's too much work for the little time that I have to, you know, swap trucks and all that stuff. But anyway, I'll probably go ahead and order a new set of these. These are, I hadn't even cleaned them yet, but these are dirty just from the kids back here. But either way, I'm probably going to go with like the same style in the Lobo because I really like this diamond stitching. But I think like with this stitching here, I'll probably end up having it done in blue, maybe like a dark blue to match the truck, and then have like here done in blue to match the truck. I don't know if the Lobo has the gray here or not. We'll see tomorrow when I pick it up, but if it does, again, you know, have this done in blue. Just any of the stitching that you can see would be blue. I think that would be a cool touch. Nothing crazy, but it's just a nice little touch, you know. Went ahead and got my WeatherTechs taken out of here. Put the Ford OEM ones back in here for the sale. What else? It's so dark in here, I can't see. Oh, I got my Built Industries. It's like the lever strap that makes your seat foldable. Got that out of here. Get that into the new truck. And then, ignore this junk, but I'll get my topper taken off tomorrow and swapped over to the new one. I just don't feel like taking it off tonight and have to put it in my garage. And I don't have the room for it as it is, so yeah. But I was going to take the wheel liners out, but I think honestly I'm just going to leave them. And I think I'll just buy new ones. They're not really that expensive, and I'd rather just have a new one on a new truck. I'm going to go ahead and get these on order for the new truck. I think these are, they're not cat skin, I know that's the seats, but it's some cat seal, or I don't know. But anyway, there's like a, same company that I have the letters on the Cobra. They're like an embossed gel coating type. But anyway, same company makes these. I'm gonna go ahead and order these same ones. I really like these. It's nicer than just like a sticker, you know? In here, I still have a bunch of junk that I gotta get out of here, but I'll go ahead and get my WeatherTech mat out of there and clean it and put that in the new truck. I don't think there's anything else in here that I can swap over. No. So that is that. I guess we'll pick up the video tomorrow when I get the new truck. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this stuff up. I got my WeatherTech mats cleaned up, ready to go in the new truck, looking good. Oh, I also took my stubby off because we'll go ahead and swap that over to the new one as well. And I think that's it. In here on this side, I was gonna take the storage compartment and swap it to the new one, but it's got like holes in the carpet with the stud sticking through, and just like I don't feel like dealing with it. So we'll leave that. But anyway, but yeah, so hopefully the sale on this goes smooth, and then hopefully the purchase tomorrow goes good, and we'll be in a 2026 Argon Blue Lobo 150. So pretty stoked about that. This has been a great truck. I have zero complaints. It's just like when I first got this, I really wanted to do like a Whipple and lower it and wheels and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, it just was one of those things that this truck just wasn't the right truck. This one's two-wheel drive, and I just felt like doing all that to a two-wheel drive, I don't know, just it's not a bad thing. But the Lobo being four-wheel drive, also having the 4-auto, which is awesome, which basically makes it like all-wheel drive, so you can, you know, you're not going to drive in four-wheel drive and hurt it. I think when you put it in sport mode, it automatically goes to 4A, and it kind of puts the power to whatever wheels need it. So it's kind of a cool thing. But anyway, I'm just yapping. I'll pick this back up tomorrow when we are over at the dealer. So stay tuned. All right, boys. It's been a couple days. Just so happened I got this right around when I'm going to be off for my son's birthday party this weekend. So it's been a little hectic having people in town and all that. But we did get a lot done to the truck. I got everything swapped over. The white truck is gone. I sold it. So we'll do a little walk around here. Let me flip the camera around. Well, I don't know what happened to the flip around. It's been about a week. Your boy got sick with the flu, and yeah, it's just been not too fun. So to catch back up, we've got the white truck's been gone for I don't even know, a week and a half, 2 weeks now at this point. I've had this for a week or two, I guess, at that same point. But I was able to get mostly everything swapped to this before I got sick, thankfully. Got the black lug nuts swapped over. I got my blacked out badges from the other truck, and was able to actually swap the Lobo insert piece there, I guess, whatever you want to call it, from the like XLT ones that were from the other truck that were blacked out. And then they were literally just like plastic welded on the back, so I snipped them, was able to put these in, re-plastic weld them back so they stayed secure, and looks good. So that was a cool one I got done. I've got painted mirror caps on order. I'm just waiting for those to come in. Same thing with the door handles. Obviously these got to go, so I have painted ones on order as well. Should be here hopefully by the end of the month, but we'll see. Mirror visor, or not mirror visor, sorry, rain guards swapped over. Mirror visors, I'm thinking of the Sylvia. I'm gonna get these not painted, but I'm gonna buy like the ones that come on the factory, like XLT and Plus, I think. that are just kind of like that glossy black finish. I think that'll just look a lot better. I got to get the windows tinted. That's, again, just stuff that's going to come on, you know, fairly soon. Cat skin leathers, we're going to get swapped into these at some point. And I think the end goal would be obviously like a Whipple. And I think I'm going to do the IHC lowering kit for this truck. It's like $1,500, and then I think it's like $4 something for the helper bags in the rear, which I would do just, you know, because I'd like to be able to at some point tow my car to events and things like that with this. So that would obviously be a big help with that. But I think for like a good cost-effective kit, the IHC seems to be the one to go with. Back here, I've got, they're not in yet, actually. I've got some OEM rear fender liners, since, you know, Ford, shout out to Ford, for taking away every option they can out of these newer trucks, but it is what it is. So we got those. We're going to get those installed on here as well. I got my bed cover from the other truck swapped over. Again, this has been sitting for a week, so don't come after me, but the truck's dirty as all get out. Just from sitting out here, but I've got the Toughskins Toughskins, excuse me, inserts installed. Those came in like sometime last week. Again, had a bunch of family and friends in town. It was hard to like record, but I couldn't help myself but to install them because it only took a couple minutes. But anyways, got that done. I've got a Corsa Extreme on order. I had Corsa Extreme on the other truck. Just the only difference wasn't the dual exit exhaust on the rear bumper. It was like behind the rear tire. Either way, I loved the way that truck sounded. It wasn't too crazy, even though it was the Extreme, but it had a good sound to it. So I'm excited to do that on this one, and I think the tips on this are going to look great. So that's that. I've got, let's see, I think in here, probably have I still have chairs in here from FD, but I did clean this mat and swap it in, but it doesn't exactly look that clean on camera, which is kind of funny. But I was gonna go and do a bed liner in this truck, but I don't know what I'm kind of torn. This truck obviously isn't going to be used for anything more than like something like this, so I'm not 100% worried about this getting scratched up and all that. I mean, I'll probably put a mat here or something to keep it safe, but I don't know. I feel like a street truck looks cleaner with like the bed like this painted rather than Rhino-Line or Line-X or whatever. Even though the Rhino-Line and Line-X and whatever looks clean, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I just think about, I see like Lightnings, and I know this can be like a Lightning at some point here, hopefully soon, but I just see like Lightnings from back in the day that have like the carpet in here, and then they've got like the painted bed is still painted and all that, and I don't know, something about that, this looks really clean, so kind of leaning towards leaving it alone, at least for now. If I ever want to do it, I could, right? But anyways, I've got, it's kind of hard. Actually, it's not hard to see in here, but it is hard in person. But anyway, I got these cleats swapped over from my other truck. I wanted to swap my the OEM light system from the other truck, but unfortunately, this thing, shout out to Ford again, doesn't have a harness plug-in underneath, so I can't do it. So I'll have to figure something out for that. So I had left that on the other truck. I got my tag light bulbs swapped over with something small, but hey, they're LED now instead of yellow bulbs. I did notice on this truck, the third brake light is like a yellowy bulb, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and pull that and see what LEDs to swap in there, so at least the whole truck will now look the same. I'm kind of jumping around, but I was gonna say I'm gonna get this piece on order. Ford makes like it's almost like a little spoiler I don't know what they call it. It looks really clean. It's kind of like this, but like full all the way across, and maybe a little more dramatic than that, and smooth. But anyways, I think that'll look really good on here. And then at some point soon, I'm gonna probably go ahead and order one of these paint matched. I think that'll just look better. I've got my MGW plate frame on there. Just it fit right, so couldn't not use it. It does have the snake in it, obviously, but I think I'm gonna try and see if maybe I can work with MGW to get them to make me a new insert that will fit this. I don't know if the new ones they make for the new shifters will fit, but I think the Coyote head in this would look really sweet. It's kind of one of those like OG things, but modernized. I think that would be really cool. If we go around this side, we've got, I think the last time I was in here was when we went to FD last weekend, so it's a little bit of a mess, but again, I've been sick for a week, so what do you want from me? We still have the cloth seats in here. I'm going to, at some point, I probably already said this in the other part of the video, but do some cat skins. I might just do the same as my other truck. I've gotten some quotes, and they're kind of crazy for, like, if I want to do... So my original thoughts were black leather, do the diamond stitching in the centers, which is what I had on my other truck, but then do the stitching in blue, like a darker blue to match this. Maybe even go as crazy as, like, Goza SVT with my signature logo, or even just do something with Lobo, or, you know, I don't know, something like that, or maybe do nothing at all, to be honest. But there's kind of thoughts that I had. But anyways, pricing on that was a little bit crazy, so I don't know if it's exactly 100% worth that. We'll see. Even this, you know, you'd have to get the stitching either dyed or have this reskinned, which they're saying that it'd probably be best to reskin it because they can't exactly match it 100% because it's gray stitching and not white, I guess. So I don't know, but same thing would go for the door panels. You know, all 4 panels have this piece here with the stitching. But anyways, that's something that I want to do here relatively soon, but we will see as time goes on. It will happen, but we'll just see how quickly or how not quick it happens. Tinting the windows is another thing on my list. You know, obviously from the factory it's tinted in the back, but ain't got no tint. And honestly, it's more tinted with pollen than it is with tint. So anyways, yeah, I think that about wraps that up. I did go ahead and obviously got the intake and all that stuff, but we'll just go ahead and pop this. Oh, I did get the leather wrap steering wheel from my other truck swapped to this truck, so, you know, don't tell anyone. But nice little touch for this, honestly, because this truck, again, is an STX trim that they put the Lobo package on. It's the only trim that you can get the Lobo package added to, so that part is a little bit unfortunate, but at the same time, hey, you know what? It's a sweet looking truck, and it has all the features just about. I mean, it has digital dash, has the 12-inch radio screen, it has a little bit of the basic function AC controls, but I mean, hey, you know, do I really need all that? So probably not. It was cool in the other truck, but it also has the 4A option, which is pretty sweet. So if you put this in sport mode, it'll automatically put it in there, or you can drop it back to 2-wheel drive if you wanted to. I did go ahead and swap these from my other truck because the ones that come to Lobo have no mirror here at all, and then on that side has a mirror but doesn't have the little door, like the flap. So I was like, if I had them on the other one, I'm gonna swap them and then make this truck a little bit nicer, you know. So let's go ahead and pop this real quick. So under here, like I said, we got the intake swapped over, the Corsa. I did go and get some new bolts, some new hardware, so because I don't know what happened, but on this stock hardware on the white truck, somehow I ended up losing one of these bolts. Like it backed itself out. So, and then I don't know. I never really checked to see if I could get a new one from Corsa or whatever, but I couldn't find anything that matched. So I went ahead and swapped them. Got these star bit ones, which I think actually look really clean. So got that. Did go ahead and get the Corsa catch can swapped over. Sorry, my brain, just bear with me. My brain is not there right now. Got that swapped over, and then I've got, I went ahead and I Tefloned all the fittings, because this thing used to leak on the white truck, and it used to just get on my nerves, so went ahead and Tefloned all the fittings at the what you calls it's there, and then put at the hoses, and then put the nice clamps on there. It kind of looks OEM. And so yeah, anyways, but I've seen online, one thing I'm probably gonna eventually do is the Harpel tank here, because you know, it's just one of those things you got to do, right? But I think the other thing is, I saw online the other day that Steeda is making a catch can system for this truck, which would be for this, like the PCV or whatever this is here, and then they're doing one for this side, so from like under the intake to the valve cover on the driver's side. So anyways, I'm thinking about switching to that setup because it looked really clean. It like mounts there for this side, and then like right here somewhere, I don't know if it's like here or here, wherever, but it gives you like a nice little catch can right here somewhere. Goes right to those two. So anyways, yeah, that'd be a nice little feature. I think that about wraps it up. I'll probably record the rear fender liner install as part of this video, because I don't think I can make a full video out of that. But anyways, yeah, so thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you guys for always following along and interacting and subbing and everything else, man. I really appreciate it. I guess let me know what you want to see next on this thing, or if this even interests you guys. I think this is a really fun little project, and it's not really little, but you know, I really think that this is gonna be a pretty sweet truck. So, you know, still love that thing. I'm still gonna make content with that, but I just do think that this will be a nice addition to the channel. And then, you know, with most everything, I try to like do stuff myself. So with this, I would try to keep everything done here. Even the Whipple I might attempt to do here if I can possibly. So this is for another video, but since we're talking, I think I've made up my mind. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Love the car, but I just, you know, I guess with the following that I have these days, it's not, there's just not love for it. So, you know, it doesn't make sense. I only have a 2-car garage at the very moment, so I really love to get this thing in a garage, or maybe another one of those. I don't know. So, anyways, like I said, that's for another video, but that's just something on my mind. Anyways, I guess let's go ahead and get into the install of these rear fender liners. Let's go. All right, let's get these out of here and ready to go. got our hardware. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this up on a time lapse, and we're gonna get these installed. All right, so we've got this hardware here. I've got the other two clips right here in my hand. We are going to install these down in here. So as you can see here, let me show you guys a little better. So right down in here, we're going to slip this one clip in. We're going to put it just like that. Pop it in. And then back here, we're going to do the exact same thing. So and if I didn't rub it. So we're going to put this in there. Try to do this one-handed, not too fun. Pop it in. All right. Now, go ahead and throw this on a time lapse and finish it up. All right, and just like that, the fender liners are in. It looks so much better. If only Ford would just do this on all these new trucks these days, but you know. But for anyone looking to install these on there, it's super simple. Like I showed you in the beginning there, you put in those two clips, one there, one here. Then you go ahead and you get the liner put in. Make sure, for me anyways, I had to tuck the back side right here first, put it in, and then pull this side in. I don't know if that's just because it's a Lobo with this kit or what, but that's just how it played out for me. But anyways, once you get that in, then you can go ahead and press in 1, 2, 3, and 4 on these clips. And then they give you 2 7mm bolts that just go into where you put those clips, so that'd be right there. And then this one's a little bit hard to get to see from there, but right there. And then you're done. So anyways, yeah, it cleans it up nice. Do the other side just so you get the idea, but same thing. But yeah, super clean. Had these on my other truck and it just definitely gives it that look. So that's that. Now it's time to get her washed up. Alright boys, thank you for sticking around through this video. I know it's been a little bit all over the place. I got sick, getting rid of the other truck, didn't film some certain things, you know, I get it. But if y'all have stuck around this far in the video, you're the MVP. I truly appreciate every one of you. Let me know what you guys are looking for, man. You guys want to see more Lobo content? Do you want to see more Cobra content? I kind of teased in this video that I probably might be getting rid of the Sylvia at some point, which is over there. I don't even know my directions. If you guys want more Sylvia content, let me know. But it doesn't seem that way, so I just want to see. So, anyways, drop some comments, hit that sub button, and let's keep on doing this damn thing. Let's go, boys.